Yeah, let's start.
Okay. So, hello, good morning, good evening, everyone. So, this is Suraj Lokhande from DIAT Pune. So, today I'll be giving a brief about like the my college, that is DIAT, as well as the opportunities within DIAT after clearing your GATE aerospace examination. So, right now I'm doing MTech in guidance at DIAT. So the agenda of this presentation would be, so I would be talking about the available specializations after GATE AE. Then I'll be giving some insights into the specializations. Then the research areas which are being focused on our college. Then the facilities and opportunities that a student get. And then the academic as well as the extracurricular activities that are being conducted time to time in the college, as well as the what is the placement scenario over here. So after clearing your GATE aerospace examination, so these are the specializations that you are eligible for. So first of all, in the Department of Aerospace Engineering, there are two specializations. One is guided missiles and another one is unmanned aerial vehicles. So these are, as you can see, BE and BTech degree in Aerospace Aeronautical or Aeronautical Society of India, then Mechanical, Electrical, Electronics and Communication from a recognized university with 55% or 6 CGPA minimum is required. Similarly, same criteria is applicable to unmanned aerial vehicles as well, and they have 24 seats each. Then we are also eligible for the course on mechanical system designs in Department of Mechanical Engineering. Here we have 25 seats, and the people like who are having BE and BTech in mechanical production, automobile, mechatronics, metallurgy and materials, mining, as well as our aerospace engineering are eligible for this. As well as there is also one more department, that is Department of Data Science, wherein we have a course on data science. Even our aerospace people or people who have cleared the GATE aerospace examination are eligible for this course as well. So mainly in this presentation, I would be talking about my department, that is Department of Aerospace Engineering. So the coursework for the two courses in our department, that is guided missiles and UAVs, is something like this. So we have 4 semesters in total. So semester 1 and 2 is mainly focused on the coursework, and 3 and 4 would be your MTech dissertation work, that is your final project. And so semester 1 is total of 26 credits. Semester second would be your 24 credits. So here are some of the subjects that are being taught right now. So this is the current coursework that is being followed. It is subject to change as well. So this is first you in first semester it would be all basics of what we'll basic revision of what we learn in our undergrad. So basically one subject dedicated to each of those subjects that we have learned in our undergrad. So it would be mathematics, aerodynamics, aerospace propulsion, then aerospace structures, navigation, guidance and control. So this is a bit new subject that comes up, and that most of us have not dealt with in detail in our undergrad. So this is in this course basically you will be taught about the basic principles of navigation, guidance and controls when it comes to missiles, as this is part of guided missiles program as well as some parts of UAVs as well. Then we have a course on research methodology as well. So this is a 2 credit course wherein they'll be teaching you different aspects of like research, how to come up with problem statements, how to write a research paper, what are IP, like what is intellectual property, and how to file a patent. So these kind of things. So since DIT is more research oriented institute, as this institute only provides you postgraduate courses and there are no undergrad courses over here. So this course is focused on in order to give the recent graduates an insight on how research world works and how you can proceed if you want to get into academia. Then again we have a course on flight mechanics as well. So these courses make up your 26 credits. In each semester there are three internal exams and one final semester exam. Semester 2 is of 24 credits. Here you have more flexibility, I can say, because only two subjects would be mandatory. That is, one is flight instrumentation, and if you are into guided missiles, missile propulsion will be mandatory, and if you are into UAVs, design of UAVs will be mandatory. And then you have four electives to choose from. So two electives you can choose from departmental electives, that is the electives that your department is offering, and other two can be chosen from any other department in DIT. So this helps you to basically get insights, or if you are interested in some courses from other departments, say some courses from electronics department or mechanical department. So as well as nowadays the people, like most of my colleagues, were also interested into machine learning from computer science department. So these are two slots wherein you can take up those two courses, and basically it would help you to get an basic understanding of other domains as well. So first two semesters, as I mentioned, are just coursework, and then the third and fourth would be your MTech dissertation work. Again, this dissertation work you can do under the professors in the college itself, as well as you can go and work outside as a part of internships in other government institutions, as well as any private institution as well. Just This is a brief of about the departmental electives that are provided from aerospace department. So we, as you can see, we have missile propulsion. So missile propulsion is basically a mandatory course for guided missiles people, but UAV people can take it as an elective. And then we have guidance and control for aerospace vehicles. So as you can see, this is a mix of all domains. So you have some courses in controls, you have some courses in aerodynamics, as well as structures. So not all courses will be offered. The availability of the course depends on the number of people that are opting for those courses. So this is number of people that are opting for the courses, and hence if you wish to take a particular course, you need to basically talk with your peer group, and that is how you need to select a course, because the owing to the faculty strength over here, not all courses will be always offered. So you can, like, uh, in a group, decide and opt for the elective courses that you want. uh, Coming to the research areas which people, like faculties as well as students, are working on in our department is like in terms of aerodynamics, it's shockwave and boundary layer interaction. A lot of work is currently being done on grid fins. As you know, when it comes to missiles, grid fins is a very important concept, or you can say technology for controlling of the missiles for high speeds. So a lot of work is being done in the aerodynamics department on grid fins. Then like in collaboration with the robotics department as well, a lot of work is being done in domain as well. So there are people who are working on flight guidance and control, as well as UAV aircraft design, then UAV swarms. So these are some of the research topics that controls domain people are working on. Then again, coming to aerodynamics, there is also some work going on in the corrugated aerofoil, as well as aeroelasticity and aerospike CFD. So there is a within the aerodynamics laboratory, there is a well established CFD station, wherein you can basically work on these kind of topics as well. Coming to the laboratory facilities that are available in DIT. So these laboratories which are mentioned over here are just specific to the aerospace department. So we have high speed aerodynamics facility, there, which has a shock tube, tabletop shock, hypersonic shock tube. Then we have a subsonic aerodynamic facility combined with the CFD facility as well, which I mentioned earlier. Then we have control systems laboratory, which has setups like rigs for like quadcopter rig as well as inverted pendulum rigs. So basically, people can get like develop their basic understanding of controls by tuning the parameters and seeing how these systems work. Then you have a full-fledged UAV design laboratory with 3D printing facility as well. So many of the students take benefit of this facility, and there is a kind of there is a small aero modeling group as well in the college, which works on these kind of RC modeling projects. Talking about the academic activities as well as the extracurricular activities that are being conducted in our college. So, like any other college, coming to the academic activities, we have national and international conferences. Now, these conferences are from aerospace department as well as the other departments as well. So, even like for it's I feel since the faculties over here are mostly like from have a defense background, so they have worked in the defense establishments earlier, so they have a good connections, and that is what enables them to bring good guest faculties as guest lecturers during and guest presenters during these national and international conferences. So this helps a candidate to get a very good understanding of what is currently happening in the industry, and what is happening in the academia as well in other universities. Apart from this, the what DIT is exclusively famous for is the defense exhibitions. So DIT has a combined campus with MILIT, that is Military Institute of Technology. So as a result, many of the armed forces officers do their training in this millet, and as a result, there is a lot of defense activities that will be going on around you in when you're in DIT, and defense exhibitions is a part of that. So you come to know about like all the leading defense equipment manufacturers and defense technology manufacturers in the country would be present there exhibiting their products. So it helps you to get an understanding of the industry as well as to build your connections as well over here. Then there are skill development workshops that are being conducted for students. So it can be for say a department of mechanical engineering can conduct it for CFD or FEM analysis. Then department of like aerospace had conducted a workshop for MATLAB programming. So these kind of workshops are being conducted by all the departments, and all the like people from any departments are welcome to join these workshops from any other department as well. Apart from this, placement grooming activities are also conducted once you come into your final semesters. So at the end of third semester, I would say these placement activities start, wherein there will be special grooming sessions for interview skills and development of interpersonal skills. Uh, Also, as I mentioned earlier, there are guest lectures from industry as well as academia. Since the faculty over here is where has a vast industry experience, so this helps them to bring good lecturers and good guest speakers into the college for like giving the lectures, and these are of a really good quality and help students a lot. Apart from this, there are groups of students which take part in national competitions like NACDEC and other competitions like aero modeling and all, which happen in IITs. So if you are good enough, and if so, the faculty would choose you in this in the team which are participating in these national competitions as well, and this can get you like help you get an good exposure with the other institutions in India as well during these competitions. Now coming to the extracurricular activities, so all the festivals are like almost all the festivals are celebrated in in DIT. So may it be all the national events, say it is Independence Day or Republic Day, then Holi, Ganesh Utsav, Navratri. So there is a full-fledged celebration of all these events. Uh, there is a dedicated annual cultural and sports fest called Spandan. So this is basically like any other college. This is an annual cultural and sports fest. Uh, Wherein basically this it has two types of competitions. So one will be your interdepartmental cultural competition and interdepartmental sports competition. So whoever like, since the crowd over here would be a bit less as compared to the undergrad colleges, so each one gets a good ample opportunity to take part in both kind of activities, as I feel. So apart from this, there is National Service Scheme drives. So whoever are interested to volunteer into NSS can take part in these drives. So these drives, these NSS team arranges drives like cleanliness drives as well as literacy drives for the villages around. And if anyone is interested, you can take part in those kind of drives as well. These are some of the images from the events that I mentioned. So this is collab of both cultural as well as sports events. DIT, since DIT is a defense, like tends towards the defense environment, and also the defense personnel from all the three armed forces uh, will be studying in like in same classroom, in same course with you. So there is a lot of focus on sports as well. So DIT also has a full-fledged sports facility ranging from all kinds of sports: badminton, table tennis, basketball. Then we have squash courts, indoor proper squash courts, indoor badminton courts, then tennis courts. So that a lot of scope when it comes to sports. This year, Team Vayamrit from DIT secured first position in NATDEC competition. So this is what I was mentioning earlier as well. So if you're good enough, you will be selected by the faculty for taking part in these kind, like for representing the college in these kind of events as well. Coming to the facilities, so the most important facility that I feel when it comes to DIT is its library. So I feel ki it's one of the kind library that is available, that would be available to any student within India, because it has some exclusive books and defense technologies. Since our all the coursework or all the courses that are offered in this college are more tending towards defense side. So it's mandatory for having for them to have all the resources when it comes to defense. And as a result, you will find all types of defense related books ranging from missile technology, uh, say electronic warfare, and all types of niche defense technologies. So you can find a book on all this within in this library. Apart from this, it is a Wi-Fi campus, so you have Wi-Fi facility in hostels as well as the campus as well. As I mentioned earlier, also it has a full-fledged sports complex. Hostel facilities provided to both boys and girls. It's on first come first serve basis. So, but usually they have good amount of rooms available, and mostly everyone would get a room over there, so it's not an issue over there. Also, there are other facilities as well, like gym and recreational area as well. The one Again, one main key points of DIT would be its green and peaceful campus with scenic beauty of the Khadakwasla Lake. So this is something that each DIT student takes pride of. So it's away from the hush wash of Pune city, and you like it's a very calm and peaceful environment. So I feel it would help you to, for people who are working into research, it's a very good place to work at. Now, talking about the opportunities which I feel distinguish DIT from any other college. So first is a very tricky opportunity, I would say. So if you have selected into any of the program into DIT, so you would get an opportunity to do a MS degree from Canfield University in UK in your second year. So what this means is कि DIT has a MOU with Cranfield University, and every year, once you clear your first year, once you have passed all your examinations from the first year, so you would be allowed to make an application for doing your MS degree from Cranfield University, and then based on your merit, they would be selecting you for getting a MS degree from Cranfield University in your second year. So if you get selected into this, so you would be going to the so this is entirely self-sponsored. So you would be getting into Cranfield University UK, and there you will be completing your MS degree. And when you are passing out, so you would have the MTech degree from DIT and a MS degree from Cranfield University as well. But mind ki even if you are into if you are doing your MS in Cranfield University in the second year, you still have to do your project work for which is the requirement of your DIT MTech degree. Uh, Apart from this, basically, as I mentioned earlier, also since DIT comes under Ministry of Defense, and our Vice Chancellor is Defense Minister himself. So you have a very close experience with defense industry and technologies. You would be getting you will be frequently getting chances for hearing different sessions from eminent people from all the like defense, the Indian defense sector as well as the foreign defense establishments as well. So to name a few, we recently had the chief of defense staff coming to our college, as well as the chief of naval staff. So got an opportunity to listen sessions from these people as well. Then you have one of the when it comes to DIT, one of the key benefit is that key you if you wish to get an access to the defense organizations in India like DRDO, ISRO, NAL for your research projects. Say it is for externally, or you have to do internship in those establishments itself. So I would feel I would say ki, if you compare with other institutions, you have a better chance of getting an access into them. Uh, so you can since the as I mentioned, the faculty over here are most of the faculty, not all, most of the faculty over here are ex scientists from these kind of establishments. So they have good connections which can help you to get access to the facilities, as well as the opportunity to do internships in these kind of establishments. Apart from this, DRDO also gives some live projects to work on to our college. And if you are have a good rapport with your faculty in charge, who is in charge of that project, you can get a chance to work on these kind of live DRDO projects as well. So to currently DIT is working. So a Department of Aerospace has a project on basically engine health monitoring for Tejas aircraft, Tejas Mark 1 aircraft. So some of my colleagues are working on that project as well. So these kind of projects come to each department, and you can get a chance to with work on these projects as well, like simultaneously with your academics. uh, Now lastly, coming to the placement scenario. So these are some of the recruiters that have recruited from our college. Some of them are on campus placements, some are off campus as well. So I would say last year almost each of all of the students had got placed, and even this year the placement scenario is good enough. And some of the placement the packages offered are also quite good. uh, uh, to name a few, Agnikul had come last year, which recruited around 5 people. And even some of the students have gotten externally, not through campus but externally, into Skyroot Aerospace into controls division as well. So the placement scenario is good enough if you are good in your academics, have proved good in your project work, then I'm sure you get ample opportunity in this college, and placement wouldn't be an issue as long as your skills are up to date, and you have something good or novel to present in your project work. So yeah, this is a brief summary of
Yeah,
what
thank
DIT
you.
is.
Thank you very much,
Thank you.
Suraj, for sharing your insights. It was really nice to know a lot about your college from you. And my one question is that there is one department, mathematical simulation. So there also, AI people can apply. So do you have any
Yes,
idea
sir.
about that department? Because earlier days I used to suggest, because mathematical simulation is very close to like CFD work and all.
Sir, this data science which I mentioned is comes under the Department of Mathematics itself. But this mathematical simulation I'm not aware of, because right now also I have not come across any aerospace student working in that.
Oh,
Uh, but I'll have to look up on that.
yeah, yeah, please. So how is the placement for these data science people at DIAT? It should be good, right?
So it's good. Yeah, sir. It's very good. Actually, I would say it's 100% only. Last year also, and even this year also, around 80% of them are placed.
Okay, okay, good. Good to hear. So, how is now your hostels and all? Any improvement? Because earlier I had some bad feedback about
Yes,
that.
sir.
Yeah. So
Yes,
now
sir.
how
So
things
right
are
now,
in?
DI.
Yeah, please.
So the previous hostels, so the ones which were built during which were like establishment of the institute itself. So those are a bit old, but again, those are undergoing renovations. But right now, the new students who are coming, they are being offered like the residence in new hostel. So they have built a new hostel itself, and
Okay.
it has around, I would say, if I'm not wrong, it has around 100 rooms or so. Right now it is being provided to gents itself, but
Okay.
soon I think they'll be making one for the ladies as well. But yeah, the
Oh,
new hostel which they have created is very good.
okay. Okay. That's good. Okay. That's good. Fine. So I think I'm pretty sure you are also happy there over there, right? With your learning
Yes,
and
sir, yes.
yeah, yeah, good, good, good. Fine then. So I think there is no more question, guys. Any more question to ask from Suraj? Yeah, he is having 398 gate score. Is any chance to get in missile and guidance? I think it is yes, right, Suraj?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so mathematics simulation we are not sure, Shivang, but in you can check na Shivang, because it comes under CCMT, Shivang, and in CCMT they give all the details for each round. What was the last cutoff for DIIT in each course? Can you check, Shivang? I think I have shared earlier also in CCMT how to look into cutoff part, so you can look into. Yeah. Any more question? Anyone? You should be eligible. There is no issue in eligibility, Mr. Ujjwal. But you need to check what was the cutoff in CCMT portal. You can check cutoff for this data science also. Okay. Any more question, guys? Okay, fine then. Thank you very much, Mr. Shuras, for your support and time. And
It was
hopefully, this session will be useful to many. And thank you very much, and keep doing good. Okay, thank you. Bye.
Sure, sir. Thank you.